fear don't enter one chance, I swear. Oh, now go with the go so. Herdsmen, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, then they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Who be that? I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jealous. Something on the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive them. We have up where this government they cause my time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come more. It they very close and they feel more. When the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.
Nani bonye na agwọ anyị wee na-akpọkụ gị onwe gị bụ simile nke ndị agha ka igwe mere anyị ebere ka akwa nke anyị na-ebe ka ude nke anyị na-asụ wee bịa n'iru gị ka iwe mee ka Biafra wee guzosi ike ka anyị wee n'ikpete mazụ nya ha sọgụtụta na nsọpụrụ na ịja mma site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ise mma dịrị gị Chineke mma dịrị gị.
You don't know what it means. Most of us do not understand what it means to be a Biafran. You have not seen anything yet. I was kidnapped. I was beaten. I was spat at. My clothes were ripped from my body. Women urinated and poured it on me because of Biafra, so that they may humiliate me to such a point that I will not talk about Biafra anymore. They videoed me. Masop has a video of me where they were beating me, dragging me on the floor, tearing my clothes because I spoke the truth. That did not stop me from talking about.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us on this evening program. I welcome everyone that has connected wherever you are connecting from. We are going to have a very quick one. It's going to be a very quick one. We will try to be as speedy as we can to pass the message that we've got this very evening. You know, every time we come here, we come to speak to Biafran people about the situation of things. We come here to enlighten Biafrans, educate Biafrans, also give the Biafrans the opportunity to always express themselves. That is our reason for coming in. We come here to help Biafrans to begin to engage in critical thinking. We give the Biafrans the opportunity to look through things, for the Biafrans to be able to make up their mind about issues. Think about things before you support or before you speak. That is why we are here. We are here to give Biafrans the opportunity to air their own view, the opportunity to be able to speak their mind. That is why we are coming online. There is no other reason than for us to give that room for everybody to express themselves and share their own views, for us to learn from each other. And also to try and bring all of us together to begin to speak in one mind, to begin to speak with one voice. I appreciate every one of you that have always been here to join and support this gospel. I thank you all for all your support. I can see so many of you on the comment section. I see Uche Chuku. Dan, I see Uche Chuku. Thank you so much, Uche Chuku. I appreciate you for that wonderful comment. It is always amazing when you are being encouraged and there are people who can see some light from what you are doing. It will give you the encouragement to do more. When we get the impression that people are listening, it gives you the encouragement to do more. And even when you get the impression that people are not paying attention, you equally help you to improve. So when we are here, it is important that you air your own opinion, make your contributions, share your own views, whatever be your line of thought. You are entitled to your opinion. And I will always remind you that when we come to this platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come to this platform to attack people or individuals. We don't come to this platform to preach any form of saga. We don't come here to attack people. No matter what your race might be, no matter your religion, no matter your race, no matter your belief, your ideology, your orientation, you are entitled to that. This is something you have chosen for yourself. Who are we to direct you or control you? Who am I to push you to do something you don't want to do? I will never push you against your will. The only thing I do in this platform is to air my own opinion. And if you feel like you can share your opinion with us also, you can share your opinion with me. Other people can learn from what we are saying. They can learn from our voices. They can borrow leaf from what we are saying and be able to correct themselves where they are going wrong. That is utmost purpose of coming online every minute of the day. It is to speak to the world and tell the world the situation of things in Biafra land, to make sure that the lies of the enemy does not hold water. That is why I come online. And I will try to come always and make my own little contribution, no matter how small it is. There are still some few people that is going to listen and is going to be afraid. After all, our Supreme Master Nandekan was looking only for 100 men. Our Supreme Leader was looking for only 100 men. So it doesn't matter the number of people we have here. If you are among those who want to make changes, if we get 5 people that are very serious to make changes, it will go a long way to change things. So don't bother about the crowd. I welcome every one of you and I wish you a very happy weekend as always. We have come again to speak on the issue that is bothering us, and today I chose the topic this evening as warning to Biafrans. Never sell out Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's struggle. Never sell out our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa's struggle. Don't sell it out. No matter what you hear about him, no matter what you hear that the enemies are pushing against him, don't sell out our Prime Minister. It is so sad that many of us are betraying and selling ourselves for a very low price. We are selling ourselves for a very low price, and it is disturbing. Remember, Mazen Nanegano said he will not betray us, that it is you and I that will betray him. And from every indication, we are actually betraying him. We are betraying him by our words. We are betraying him by our actions. We are betraying him by our deeds. And I don't know when we are going to start doing something different from the way we are doing it now. I don't know when that time will come, when we will start doing things differently and see things differently. We must not allow this betrayal to continue. We must not allow it to continue. When we see what is happening in the media today, it's called for concern. It calls for concern. Every one of us that is a genuine Biafran, when you hear what people are saying and what they are doing on their platforms, more especially after the injustice against Master Simon Ekpa, you begin to understand how difficult this journey is going to get. If Master Simon Ekpa remains in the hand of the Finnish authorities, you now understand how difficult this journey is going to get. It is going to get even more difficult than you can ever imagine. So wherever you are, you must wake up now. Continue to reject the verdict upon our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa and continue to reject every betrayal of our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa. Continue to pray for them to join us as soon as possible, because their absence is going to create more problem, more chaos than you can ever imagine. So wherever you are as a Biafran, I want you to pay attention. Do not be discouraged. Do not be discouraged. There is nothing that is happening today that has not happened before. And if you are in this struggle, you are not expecting this kind of a thing to happen, it means you don't know what you are doing. Because if you know what you are doing, you should expect that what happened to Master Simon Ekpa can happen to anybody. It can happen to me. It can happen to you there. That is why when we see things happen, we have to speak out, condemn it, because injustice is against one is an injustice against all. When you see injustice against your brother and you promote it and support it, simply because you're not directly involved, just prepare that it might come back to you. The one we saw in the case of Mazi Simon Ekpa is so disturbing, and it is giving me sleepless night. It's giving me great concern. That is why I continue to shout on top of my voice. You never can know who we hear. The international communities, the Amnesty International, the human rights activists across the world, we want them to speak up. We know there are still men of conscience out there. No matter how bad it is, no matter the bribery and corruption that Nigeria have used to pollute everyone that comes into the case, there are still a lot of things we can do. There are a whole lot of things that we can do. One of them is to continue to stand our ground, continue to speak up, continue to call out Nigerian government in any platform we find ourselves at any time, at any day. Continue to call out the Finnish authorities for the injustice against our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. We know already that Mazi Simon Ekpa is not properly represented in their court. And we pray that things are going to change. Our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa is going to appeal his case by the special grace of Chukwu Kabia. And when he does, I believe that things will be better. As it stands today, we are really, really disappointed with what we are seeing. Everyone that is a genuine Biafran has to be concerned. We have to be concerned. Because we cannot afford to go back to Egypt. We have left Egypt and we are not going back to Egypt. But unfortunately, some people are dragging us back to Egypt. Some Biafrans themselves are dragging us back to Egypt. But no matter how they try, they will not succeed. It is a very bad thing and very disturbing thing to see the manner in which people behave these days. The same people that claim to be fighting for freedom, the same people that say self-determination is your right, the same people that came and preached self-defense, they are the ones today in the front line, and they are celebrating the incarceration of a freedom fighter. They are celebrating the tragedy of their own brother, and you think you're free. Your own case is going to be worse when it happens. That is one thing you must know. Your own case is going to be worse than you can ever imagine. So whatever you know you have to do, you better do it now. This call has been made again and again and again, and we will continue to call. We will continue to call because we know that our leader, Simon Ekpa, and our leader, Mazi Nnamdi, did not do anything wrong. All they try to do is to be a voice for their people. All they try to do is to make sure that the atrocities in Biafra land stops. But instead of those who are involved listening, they continue to parade themselves out to the extent of creating so many false flag operations against Biafran people in Biafra land, taking innocent lives on a daily basis, causing the disappearance of many, many Biafrans. It is very sad that this is happening in our own time. It is very sad that we are witnessing this, but what do? We cannot run away from our shadows. We will continue to ask that every Biafran, wherever you are, you have to be strong. You have to be strong, be ready to do everything you can to see that you promote the cause of Biafra. You must try as much as possible to do what you have to do to defend the United States of Biafra. I call on you, wherever you are as a Biafran, to please pay attention to the situation of the Biafran people. Pay attention to the situation of the Biafran people so that things will get better. Try as much as possible to do what you have to do to be on the side of Biafra. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Don't allow anybody to mislead you. Don't allow anybody to lead you to the path of regret. Wherever you are today as a Biafran, you must understand that there is only one way for us to succeed in the cause of Biafra. There is only one way for us to succeed in the cause of Biafra. No matter what anybody is doing, no matter what anybody is saying, we must continue to hold our ground. We must continue to do what we have to do. We must continue to follow up the quest for Biafra. Don't allow anybody to discourage you. Do not allow anybody to mislead you. The journey is tough. It is not easy. The responsibility has fallen on all of us. The responsibility is on you. The responsibility is also on me. Every single one of us have to be very serious at this moment. We must try as much as possible not to allow the enemies to take over the cause of Biafra. Don't allow the enemies to laugh at us. They are throwing everything at us. They are making us to run away from our freedom. They want us to be afraid of talking about Biafra. And they want us to be ashamed of Biafra. Please, every one of us should be very strong. Every one of you should be very, very strong. Don't allow yourself to be disappointed. Don't allow the enemies to get you. And we must not allow the legacy of our leaders to be forgotten. Our leaders have fought a very great battle. They have sacrificed a lot. And it's high time we sacrifice for them too. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made it clear that he will never, ever betray Biafra. He said it, and when he said it, some of us thought it was a joke. He said he will not betray Biafra. It is Biafra that will betray him. He said he will never betray Biafra. That it is Biafra that will betray him. And that is what we are seeing today. That is what we are seeing today. It is Biafra that is betraying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. From everything we are seeing today, it is Biafra. From the time he was kidnapped, to the detention, to the court process, and where we are today, you find out that the people that are in the front line trying to delay his release, trying to make sure he doesn't join, it's still the same people he's fighting for. And finally, today we are watching and we are seeing what is happening everywhere. We are seeing how the whole world is playing dumb on what is happening to the Biafran people, more especially our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and our Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. You saw the judgment that Finland passed to him. If it were to be a white man that is fighting for freedom, and some people caught him and pronounced sentence to him and talk about terrorism, many activists will come out and speak. If Mazi Simon Ekpa was to be a white man, I bet you all the activists will be outraged. They will be speaking on different platforms. But today, with that injustice melted against our Prime Minister, did you see any one of them talking? None of them is speaking. They are silent. They are silent. If it were to be in the United States, I bet you even citizens of the United States, white citizens, will come out and protest on behalf of Mazi Simon Ekpa. That is why when you see Europeans and their styles and the way they do things, they can never be trusted. The United Kingdom have polluted all part of Europe, and European countries are so poor that they depend on Biafrans, on African people to survive. They depend on African people, so that's where they can support any fraudulent government in Africa. Any oppressive government in Africa, that is what they support. Because as long as the people are being oppressed and suppressed, they can be able to steal as much resources as they can. The European countries more especially, they support every oppressive regime. That is what they support. Look at Cameroon. Look at Cameroon, the person that is leading Cameroon, a dead man. And yet, France is supporting him. France is supporting him wholly. And that is why our brothers in Amazonia said no. That's why the Amazonian soldiers are giving them woto. Because France is manipulating the old man, not allowing people that had independence before. And they decided to join Cameroon. The Southern Cameroon and Northern Cameroon decided to march together. And now that it's not working, they want to go out. You don't want. For every activist of African descent, you must know that Europe is not the best place for you. Europe is not the best place for you. The case of Master Simon Ekpa have taught us a very big lesson. That Europe is not a proper place for one to speak about freedom. These are the people that come online every day and preach to you about human rights. Human rights this, human rights that. But today, it has come to the stage where they have to display the human right, and they deny that right to our Prime Minister, Master Simon. That right has been denied before your own very eyes. They denied him his right. Master Simon Ekpa has been denied his right, and nobody cares. Everybody is going about their businesses as if nothing happened. That is how bad it is. Now you understand. When we are talking about the atrocities of the West in Africa, some of you will not understand. When we talk about how the Western world supports inhumanity against man in Africa, you will not understand. You are just seeing one play out before your own very eyes. We are seeing one playing out. And every one of us is going out about our businesses as if nothing happened. My fellow Biafrans, wherever you are, wherever you may be, I want you to understand that our freedom is possible, with or without the West. It is what we do that will make it possible. There are still men that has conscience on this planet Earth. There are men of conscience, even during the civil war of Biafra. While the genocide was going on in Biafra, there were people who were protesting in the UK, United Kingdom citizens, some of them who were aware of what was happening. We are also mounting pressures on their government. The man that wrote the story of Biafra and complained and resigned his appointment because of Biafran genocide was a British man. The man who burnt himself alive in the United States, Roebuck, is it Roebuck or what? That man is a white person in the United States. He could not stand the atrocities that is committed in Biafra land, and he burnt himself alive. He burnt himself alive because of what was happening in Biafra in 1960. That is how serious it was. So there are still men of conscience everywhere. There are men of conscience in all parts of the world. And they are the ones that we are hoping on. Because of them, we will not stop talking. We will continue to shout on top of our voices until one day, our cry will get to them and they will rise up. They will no longer be silent. Because as we speak, Our enemies are alone, and they have been able to cage everything we are doing to limit it. They follow us on our platforms. They attack us on our media. They make sure that people don't get our informations. Even when you write or post a letter, they see it and they seize it. You write petition, they make sure it doesn't go anywhere. The Zoological Republic of Nigeria has agents every. In fact, it is because of the money that they are paying to bribe people not to support Biafra. It's part of the thing that's making them go bankrupt. Nigeria is going bankrupt because of the huge amount of money they are spending on fighting against the Biafran people. But when God is with you, who can be against you? They will continue to waste their money, but they will never stop us. We, the Biafran people, know what we want. We know what we are asking for, and we will continue to fight and ask until we receive. The Bible said that ask and you will receive, seek and you will find, knock and the door will open. We are knocking and we believe that Chukwu Okike will open the door. We are seeking and I know we are going to find it. We are asking and I know we will receive. So my fellow Biafrans, don't give up. Don't get discouraged. Sometimes it is discouraging, I bet you. Sometimes when you see the level of things that are happening, you get discouraged. But in the midst of that discouragement, you find a reason for you to also give an ear and listen. And for you to keep your sanity, mind the people you listen to. Because there are many false information flying right, left, and center. So many people that are talking online don't know a shit about what they are talking. So many people today that on their camera, come to their platform, engage in saga, defend what they don't know. They don't exactly know what they're defending. They don't do. So many of them. Many people you see today in this Biafra agitation, so many of them don't even know anything about Biafra. It's just creating their content to get money. Some of them were recruited. They were recruited for somebody to defend them. And they just come online and begin to engage in saga. They take somebody's video and they talk from morning till night. That is all they do. But when it comes to the issue of Biafra, they don't know anything about it. It's not even concerning them about what is happening today. They are still engaging in saga. Even with what happened to Master Simon Ekpa, they are not interested. You go to their platform, they are still focused on discussing irrelevant issues. This is where we have found ourselves. But I believe that there are still good men out there. There are still good men out there. I pray that Chukwu Okike will see us through and guide us to the path of truth. Wherever you are, whoever you are, or whichever angle you are coming from, everyone is entitled to their opinion. You are entitled to your opinion. But the most foolish person is the one who, even when you don't agree with somebody, you still spend your time, you spend your money to come and sit and listen and watch the person. That is the most stupid person you can ever find. The most foolish idiots you can see are those ones who has nothing to offer. They have nothing to say. But all they do is to come online and look for whom to attack. They come online to constitute nuisance. These are the most foolish people. Because in this journey, it is every man to himself. In this journey, it is every man to himself, and everyone is entitled to their opinion. I know there are so many clowns going from one platform to the other. The funniest thing that most of them cannot even be bold enough to use their face as I'm talking. Come out and talk. For you to open a platform, it doesn't cost money. It will not cost you money. You don't pay anybody. You don't use money to open a platform. Those who know what they are doing, who are confident of themselves, they have opened their platform and they are speaking. Those that are confident in themselves, they open their platform, they speak, air their opinion. It's left for you to either agree with them or not. But you see some people who do not know they don't know a jack about Biafra issue. They will be the same people that will be in the front line to accuse you, to curse you, to distract you, to say all manner of things. And they have been able to trigger some people to say what they don't want to say. Those trigger people, they are everywhere. Most of the time when they see you online, they want to trigger you. When you say a word, they interpret it in their own way. Whatever you say, they have their own interpretation ready. And they come to your platform just to see what they're going to see and take and run. But do I give a shit? I don't give a shit. I give it that. Because whatever I say in the morning, I say in the afternoon, I say in the evening. And I can defend it anywhere I go. The Biafra I'm fighting for is my own Biafra. I don't know about you. The Biafra I'm fighting for, my own Biafra. That very Biafra built in truth, sincerity, unity, and love. The Biafra that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu preached, the same Biafra Mazi Simon Ekpa preached. That is the Biafra that I'm ready to die for. That is Biafra I'm ready to sacrifice for. If you have any other Biafra apart from that, good luck. I'm not going to tell you to stop. I'm not going to fight you. I wish you good luck. I was also, I go on mine. And as I have always said, every one of us will give account of our stewardship. Definitely, we will give account of our stewardship. It doesn't matter whether you agree with me or you don't agree with me. It doesn't matter whether you believe what I say or you don't believe. It doesn't really change anything. Every one of us will give account of our stewardship. If you do good, you do yourself. You do bad, you do yourself. Every one of us, we must not fall out from our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa struggle. No matter how tempting it is, don't fall out from that foundation led by our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Do not fall out. The information are still fresh. I have played them over and over again in this platform. So there is no reason to be confused. There is no reason to pretend you don't know the right or wrong. There is no reason, no excuse to give. If you choose to do something different from what is the right thing to do, that is your choice. The only thing I want you to understand is for every choice you make, there will be a consequence for that choice that you've made. For every choice you make, there will be a price to pay. So while you are making your choice, you must also prepare yourself for what comes with it. We have come a long way in this cause of Biafra. We have fought many battles. We have passed through many waters. And we are still going to pass through more. But I'm asking you, how prepared are you? We are in a new phase, so we are in a new phase in this journey of Biafra. We are in a brand new phase. How prepared are you? The enemies are doing everything humanly possible on their own side to change the narrative against me, against you. Are you concerned about that? Or you still think it is business as usual? They have lied against us on several occasions. Lie from the pit of hell. And as they lie, those that believe in them, those that they sponsor, help them to push that lie. Everywhere you go, you see their lies. And some people feel it is the truth. But you and I know that that is not the truth. You shall know the truth, and the truth shall set you free. Wherever the lies are coming from, either from your fellow Biafran or from the Janjaweed, a lie remains a lie. No matter who tells it, whether your friend is telling lie, your parents is telling you, lie cannot change to be true simply because it is your parents that said it. No. My fellow Biafrans, our project is Biafra, and only Biafra we are going to pursue. Don't allow anybody to deceive you. Do not allow anybody to distract you. Biafra is what we have come to seek for, and we will definitely find it. We have seen so many challenges, and Mazin Nandekana have made it clear. We cannot continue to fold our hands for them to kill us, for them to continue to bring their divide and rule. They have done it so much that we are supposed to learn our lesson. If you don't learn, how many times will something happen to you before you learn a lesson? You that is watching me, how many times? How many times will you be deceived before you learn your lesson? How many times will you be deceived before you know that this is a deception? Well, so many of us have already made up our mind that you can only do it once. And that once is a mistake. After that, it cannot happen again. And so many of us even say that you will not even deceive them the first time. They won't even allow you even once to deceive anybody. That is how strong and prepared Biafrans are. No matter what they do, no matter what they say, we will continue to march into our promised land. We will continue to speak on top of our voices. We will continue to share our opinion, whether you like us, whether you don't like us. It cannot change anything. Whether you abuse us or you insult us, it cannot change anything. If I stop speaking today, tomorrow someone else is going to come around and say the same thing. If I speak in parable, somebody can come and put it wrong. The choice is yours. What you want to hear and how you want to listen. As for me, I will not be an agent of obstruction to the cause of Biafra. Anyone that is genuinely pursuing the cause of Biafra, I support that person 100%. I don't care the camp where you belong. If you are genuinely seeking for Biafra from the bottom of your heart, I'm with you. I pray for you, and the prayer of Mazin Nandekan will cover you. But if you're not genuine, no matter how you pretend, the land of Biafra will throw you out one day. So let us listen to this message.
ihe mgbagọsị biko kọwara m ihe Naijiria pụtara enwe ekweghị kọwara m ọmụwa ga-aza aha osimiri ka osimiri ga-aza aha mụnwa n'ihi ya anyị na-ekwu bụ na ebe a rụgidere ụlọ a na ọ jọgburu onwe ya ọ dịghị mma Naijiria gaghị emekọtakwu ihe ọzọ ihe ọjọọ emego n'obodo a arụ emego egbugo ndị be anyị aka na-egbukwa anyị ndị Fulani wechiri na mabata be anyị ka na-egbukwa ndị be anyị n'ụtụtụ echi a na-asị m na ọ ga-adị mma oge ọ na-ekwu ka enwe mmekọrịta bụ nke ndị iro ka nke ndị ụmụnne ha ekwesịghị anyị ọtụtụ mgbe ha kpọrọ anyị asị onye ka jọ na-ajụ onwe ya ha jụrụ anyị aja ama njụ onwe anyị agbanyeghị na anyị nwe ngwa ahịa n'ugwu Awụsa agbanyeghị na a na-azụ ahịa ebe niile dị iche iche na-eme nke ọma kama onye gara ndụ paakị onye rerie n'ihe ndụ bụ isi ka anyị na-ekwu okwu ya ka echeghata azụ ebe a ruo obodo anyị ka o wee maa mma wee karịa obodo ndị ọcha na mma ọhịa anyị na-arịọ nwoke na ugwu nwee nkwanye ugwu n'ime onwe anyị ọnwa anyị pụọ n'iro a na-etigbu anyị pụọ n'iro kwekwasị ọbụla ma anyị ji wee kwuo okwu ọnwụ ihe ndị a ka anyị si na anaghị anabatakwa ya ọzọ
akụkọ akọrọ anyị bụ na ọkụkọ na elu aka na nzukọ anụmanụ a na-emezi mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ịchụ anyị ejiri ọkụkọ ịchụ anyị mgbe ọbụla a chọrọ ime ka Naijiria dị n'otu onwe ha na-etozi wee kpa akụrụ ndị Igbo ọ pụtara na anyị bụ ọkụkọ ma ọ bụ ka ọ pụtara na anyị eziga aka ha nzukọ mere ya bụ eji eme anyị bụ ndị Igbo ụdị na ọbara ndị Igbo ahụ kpafu Naijiria
ọ bụ site na akpọmasị ihe na-eme anyị dịka ihe mere ndị ji oge mgbe gara aga etu ka mba niile dị iche iche ji gbaa ụmụ Izrel asị a na-egbu ha afọ niile aka na-egbu ha o wee ruo oge ugbu anyị asị na ogbugbu a na-egbu anyị na ọ dịghị anyị mma ọ ka mma na onwe ihe kegbu anyị nwere onwe njem a nke anyị na-aga kama na na-ese etete n'ụtụtụ asị na onwe onye gburu ebe a onwe ha na-ekwu okwu odo na nye onwe onye n'aka ụkọchukwu n'ugwu Awụsa ebepụ isi ọnwụ ofu ugboro ọnwụ ugboro abụọ ọnwụ ugboro atọ ọnwụ ugboro anọ ọ bụ ruo ole mgbe ka a ga-egbugide anyị wee rue anyị asị mba na anyị ga-aga ka anyị nwee ike nwebụrụ onwe anyị ọ ka mma na anyị nwụrụ ebe anyị na-azọ nwere onwe tupu na anyị nọ n'ụlọ etu a mmadụ bụ ọbata n'ime ụlọ mbịa kpupu isi a sị na achọghị ụdị nke ọ bụghị anyị maka a ga-eji wee chụọ aja ọzọ.
You have heard it. The message from our Supreme Lamazin Nandekano is very clear. A very clear message. And you have heard the message from him. They are not going to use us again. We will not allow ourselves to be used. No matter how bad it is, we will never allow ourselves to be used. Every one of us must stand strong where you are. You must continue to contribute your own quota patiently, waiting for the right time. We know that it is a difficult period. So many things that cannot be explained are happening. So many disturbing things are going on. Very, very disturbing. But we will not run away because of that. We will continue to exercise caution. We will continue to exercise patience. We will continue believing. And we will continue to hope that one day, Chukwu Okike Abiama will make a name for himself through our leaders who they have taken away from us. No matter how difficult it is, no matter how bad it is now, I still believe that in the near future, we will celebrate our freedom. I strongly believe that a time is going to come when we will have every cause to glorify the name of Chukwu Okike Abiama for the wonderful work he has done for us and still ready to do. So wherever you are, do not give up. Don't allow the work of the enemy to discourage you. Do not allow the attacks that is coming day in, day out to discourage you. Don't focus on them, because most time when you pay attention to these attacks, I bet you if you are not strong, you will be discouraged. Because our enemies are putting in place different kinds of strategies They are throwing at us so many things. They unleash all manner of evil against us. But I bet you, no matter how they try, we will never give up. We will never give up. The criminal country called Nigeria will never succeed in their evil plot. They will never succeed, no matter how they try. And we will not just say they will not succeed and go to sleep. We will continue to expose them. We will continue to expose them wherever they go, wherever they are. We will continue to expose them. Because it is our duty to expose them. We will never allow their propaganda to see the daylight. No matter how they try to hide it, we will continue to expose this to the world. The more they hide it, the more we bring it in limelight. And I bet you the world is listening to us. Don't think they are not listening. They are listening. And the time is going to come when they can't be silent anymore. Time is coming when you will not see this silent anymore. You are not the problem. Your brother is not the problem. The problem is the Janjaweed and the West. If anybody wants to make you look at yourself as the problem, tell them you are not the problem. Your brother, your sister is not the problem. We know those who are sponsoring the division and hatred among us, and we must not allow them to succeed. Let us hear another message from our Prime Minister,
Having a low self-esteem syndrome, because he never believed that Biafra would be a nation. I am telling you today, researchers estimate that each attend more or less 20,000 thoughts, what people think every day. And our ancestral tendency is to pay more attention to the negative ones, which is pure survival instinct. Biafra agitation is no longer tapped. It's no longer motopack. Professionals have joined the league. We are making impact and alliances all over the world. It is no longer because Biafra is here, it's no longer the time you say all the people are there. Those people are no longer in the forefront of the agitation. Most people with low self-esteem, though, are more prone to paying attention to the negative aspect of themselves. Their lives and external input, such as people and their situation. This is what Nigeria has offered you. Nigeria has made every Biafran to see himself or herself as a low self-esteem. And all you do is to see the negative impact of Igbo man. All you do is to see the negative part of Igbo man. You do not see the positive part. Upon the fact that Nigeria tells you, Igbo contribute the best. Igbo can change Nigeria. Igbo can do everything, turn it upside down and turn it to gold. Yet, you don't see that part of Igbo man. You don't see that part of a Biafra. You see the negative part of Biafra. Igbo man is this, Igbo man is that. But Nigeria is telling you, even as bad as Nigeria. Nigeria tells you that the Igbo man is this. Yoruba man tells you Igbo man can change Nigeria. Hausa man tells you Igbo can convert anything. Every other tribe in Nigeria tells you about Igbo man. Only you, the Igbo man, that you see yourself as enemy of yourself. Yet, you don't understand the impact you would make in a nation that you are going to govern yourself with every blessing of God upon your life. Today, we have come to change the script. I want you can name this speech of the Nation Today address as changing the script. This is called negative confirmation bias, and it is quite like seeing the world and us in a true dark lenses, failing to pay attention to the positive. You say, oh, they are fighting on social media. How can they govern themselves? That is the negative part. You kick it, but yet you call Obi. Obi want to be a president. Obi want to do this and do that. Is Obi not also part of that negative part that makes you not to support Biafra? Don't worry. By the time Biafra come, you will take your bag and baggage and go to northern Nigeria and enjoy your north. Believe me, we will give you the opportunity. This has tremendous impact on how we feel about ourselves. The meaningfulness we get out of our lives and, of course, our behaviors. Nigeria has impacted your life, and today you are branded with so many negative names to the point that you are scared of your own freedom. Nigeria has done that. They impact you with all manner of thoughts. You become scared of yourself. To the point that you as a Biafran is scared of having your own freedom. And they do that and they stay by the side and they laugh at you. They say, look at them. They thought they are educated. We have impacted this particular low self-esteem on them, and look at how they brand each other. Why the terrorists are coming, carrying on. You have never seen the Fulani man or the federal government branding the Fulanis that are killing your military, killing your personnel, wiping villages, branding them with bad names. They call them criminals. Ordinary criminals, they call them. They call them criminals. Some of you in the struggle have called it criminal. That is the same value that the Fulani attached to the terrorists that you see bombarding Abuja yesterday. Yet you call yourself a brave person. Why this state of the nation has become necessary is because we are changing the script. And we are going to change this script by force. We are going to change it in this armed struggle. If you do not know that we have entered armed struggle, we are declaring the armed struggle today. In case you don't have knowledge about that, we are into armed struggle. For our freedom. I want you to understand that Nigeria impacted you, impacted your life, and today you branded with so many negative names to the point that you are scared of your own freedom because of the negative impact of Fulani government policies in your life. Only Biafra can solve this problem. That as Biafra using Nigerian passport, you are treated as a criminal or as a terrorist. Why you are not one of them? Yet, your low self-esteem could not allow you to support Biafra. You are scared of what Biafra would be. You are scared of the lies and the propaganda that they manipulated you into. I want every one of you watching me today on this State of the Nation broadcast to think that the impact of tunnel vision focus on the negative and how this can make matters worse than they are. They create more stress. They create more stress, increase insecurity, and we end up engaging in behaviors that are entirely disconnected from our values. Today, some of you have completely disconnected, even with your so low self-esteem and your insecurity on supporting Biafra. You have been disconnected from the value that made you who you are as a Biafran. Yes, a vicious circle. Nigeria has given all this as a failed state. What I'm telling you today is fact. not mince words. Nigeria has given all these things I've said as a failed state. This is the impact of Nigeria in your life. A failed state. Today, when the Fulani terrorists were attacking Abuja, all of you were running scattered. Some of you that built one batter in Abuja, in the area where they attacked, you ran for your life. And the government were not there to help. Because I want you to understand it. No, the presence of Biafrans in that area are much. Just the way when they attacked church in Yoruba land, all of you were shouting, they have attacked Yoruba, they have attacked Yoruba church. Do you know the number of Biafrans that were casualties or victims in that church attack is higher than the number of Yorubas? Have you forgotten that almost all the people that were interviewed as a victim of that church attack were all Biafrans? Igbo-speaking Biafrans. Are you not aware? That is why we are now addressing every Biafran across Nigeria. A failed state without strong governance that plunged into disorder. Nigeria is an example of that. Violence and sponsoring terrorism against its own people and citizens. Nigeria, being a failed state, must end by 2000.
That was the message of our Prime Minister, Simon Ekpa. Nigeria is a failed state. And he's not just the one saying it. A Canadian court confirmed it that Nigeria is a failed state. But today, Finland, because of economic interests, have decided to soil their hand and support the intimidation of the weak, oppression of the oppressed, human rights abuse. Finland have embraced it all, tagging somebody who is chasing freedom a terrorist. But we are not surprised. Martin Luther King was called a terrorist. Gandhi was also called a terrorist. They called Mazen Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist. So many other people that fought for freedom. Dalai Lama, wherever he is today, they still regard him as a terrorist, those who are against him. Or these people are people who are celebrated across the world. Mandela was called a terrorist, even almost up to his death. His name was still there in the terrorist list. So, but these are men who are celebrated. So when they tag our people with this name, we are not moved. We don't care. We are seeking for our freedom and we will continue to seek for our freedom. Regardless what anybody says or does, we will continue to seek for our freedom. Wherever you are as a Biafran, whatever you do, always remember, always remember that you have only one choice, Biafra. There's no other choice, Never give up. Never look back. We will continue to pursue our freedom. We will continue to do what we have to do until we get to the promised land. Thank you all for being part of this program. My Saturday program is not long. Thank you all for joining. I thank you all for being part of this evening section. Share it to your friends. Share it to your neighbors and remind them that we must not allow the legacy of Mazi Simon Ekpa to die, and we must not betray Mazi Simon Ekpa again by our actions, by our deed, by our words. We must not get involved in any form of betrayal of our Prime Minister Mazi Simon Ekpa. The Biafrans never sell out Prime Minister Simon Ekpa's struggle. That legacy of Mazi Simon Ekpa, we must not sell it out. This struggle that Mazi Simon Ekpa fought for, we must not sell it out. When we talk about selling it out, you can sell it out directly or indirectly. You can sell it out by what you say. You can sell it out by what you do. You can sell it out by whom you support. You can sell it out unknowingly. That is why you must be very, very careful. Because your attitude might be a sellout, even when you don't know it. Watch your back. Think again. Whatever you want to do, think and think again. If that thing you are doing is the right thing to do. If it is not, change your ways. Change your ways. There is no more time. I pray that Chukwu Okike will lead us to the promised land and will guide us as we continue to fight this battle to a conclusive end. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate every one of you that have joined me on this quick one. Remain blessed and see you tomorrow in the evening. Bye-bye.
Nigeria don't enter one chance, I swear. Now go with the go so. Herdsmen, they kill us every day, for them busy, they campaign again. After they failed all the promises they made, oh, them they praise themselves. Why the masses were supposed to give them the praises we they are they run to? Move it out. I blame it on the religious leaders. I blame it on the traditional rulers. People were supposed to fight for the people, they don't compromise. Shame on the rebellious brothers. People will cry with us during answers. Today them don't join those oppressors, they eat jollof. Something done the smell of. Very soon now we go perceive. We have up where this government they cause na time bomb. It go soon explode. Revolution they come. It's very close and they feel when the power of the people we triumph, the power of the people in power. They no even care, they no even send. Say the people they die of hunger. Hungry dog is an angry dog. One day you go bite the owner. Idle man is the devil workshop. Many youths for Nigeria no good job. And the country the youths got no future. The country is gone, that's on period. Move it out. I blame it on the judiciary leaders. I blame it on the electoral officials. People were supposed to save the nation, but they collected bribe. Shame on the armed forces. People were supposed to protect the masses. But now them they shoot us anytime they hear our voice.